So he said in about 2 years, I'll be able to walk again. In about another 4 years, I'll be able to run. I'll be able to do a marathon.
This video is brought to you by Ronnie Coleman Signature Series. RCSS is your one-stop shop for everything you need to build your own legacy at the gym. Make sure to check out my supplement shop on Amazon and use the code BIGRON10 for 10% off. And now, back to the videos.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Big Ron here. You know, I've been hearing a lot of questions about me walking again. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer some questions and let y'all know what's really going on. Yeah, buddy. It was 2015. Me and Brendan had just got off the plane in Russia. I remember, getting off the bus and walking to my room, and I was struggling mightily. I pretty much attributed that to that long plane ride. It took us about 13 hours to get there. By the time I got there, my legs were like real frigid. I had trouble just walking to the room. On top of my legs being real frigid like that, my back was hurting real bad. I remember I was like, man, what the hell is going on with my legs and my back? And I'm just thinking that plane ride really pretty much wiped me out. And that was the first day. The second day, I get up in Russia. This was December of 2015. I remember walking to breakfast, and I'm like, what the hell is going on with my legs? I am really struggling, trying to walk. And not only that, I had a whole lot of pain in my back. I'm like, damn, I still ain't recovered from this flight yet. My legs are like real wobbly to the point where just walking, from my room to the breakfast table was about 100 yards. It's about the size of a football field. Had we had to go further, I would have had to sit down and rest. That day goes by, and the third day, I wake up, get out of bed, and I can just barely walk from my bedroom to the bathroom, and I struggled big time. And I said to myself, I'm gonna need some help. I think I ended up calling Brendan, telling him, hey man, I need some help getting to the breakfast because my legs are killing me. And somehow or another, he was able to find a wheelchair. And he, at the hotel had one, and he kind of like wheeled me to breakfast that morning. And I'm like, man, what the hell is going on that I can't hardly walk? As soon as I get back, the first thing I gotta do is set an appointment, see a doctor. I was being wheeled everywhere I went. I make an appointment to see the doctor, and he does x-ray, then did MRI, and he's like, man, you need a major surgery. Okay, after I had the MRI and the x-ray, I had a herniated disc, and they was gonna have to go in and they put a cage and some screws around my 3 and 4 discs, completely incapacitated me to the point where I got up the next morning. They took me to this rehab place in the hospital, and I couldn't even raise my leg up to take a step. The surgery lasted about 13 hours, and I remember that my mom had waited that whole time in surgery, and she said the doctor came out and spoke to her in the middle of the surgery, saying that he still had a whole bunch of work to do. When I tried to take those steps, they was like, we gotta send you straight to the rehab hospital, which is another hospital in Dallas. And that's where I ended up, at the rehab hospital in Dallas. See, after that first one, I had another 6 surgeries. They would put these screws in my back, and every time they did a surgery on me, the screws kept breaking. When the screw broke, they had to go in and immediately fix it right away. So I did like 2 surgeries back to back in 2 weeks' time. That occurred probably about another 3 to 4 more times, where they just kept going in and fixing broken screws. Well, each surgery, my mobility never got better. Actually, it probably got worse, if anything, because the more surgeries I had, the worse my back got. All those discs kept falling and herniating, and they would have to go in and do another surgery and put more screws in. And the more screws they put in, the more screws that were breaking. I would say probably about 3 surgeries was for broken screws. Because I remember one surgery I went in for, as soon as I got to my room, the nurse came in and wanted to look at my bandage on my back, make sure it was still holding up. And she said, "Why don't you raise up and turn over to your left side?" Turned to my left, and as soon as I got around, I heard a big pop. I'm like, what the hell was that? And it popped actually twice. It popped when I rolled over, and it popped again when I rolled back. And come to find out that that screw had broken just that fast. And like I said, I had to go in and do another surgery right after that surgery. Well, I never had a doctor tell me not to work out, because I think, most of them are pretty smart in the fact that they look at me and they see how muscular I am. They like, oh no, he's never quitting working out. They have never told me that I need to quit working out. And if they did, I wouldn't listen. So talked to this one guy who had similar problem like I do. He said it's gonna take about 2 years of rehab. And he has a facility over in Dallas where they got all these machines that rehab my back and help me get rid of some of this scar tissue so I can get good circulation. But he said it's gonna take about 2 years of rehabilitation from all these machines they got over there. They got stem machines and some other machines for my back. So he said in about 2 years I'll be able to walk again, and about another 4 years I'll be able to run. I've been working out for 48 years now, and I started when I was 12, and I've never stopped. So it's always been a passion and a hobby of mine my whole entire life. And that's why I still work out about 6 days a week still. And I'll probably do it forever, because like I said, it's been a hobby of mine, and I've had a ton of passion for it. You never really work a day in your life when you have passion for something. All right, guys, be sure to follow along on this journey for me to walk again. This is my commitment to you guys and to myself, that in 2027, January, I will be up and walking again. I can guarantee you that, because I am committed of walking again. So come along and watch me as I do this. Yeah, buddy. 2 years I'll be able to walk again, and about another 4 years I'll be able to do a marathon.